Can we come in a bit? Good. Hello everybody and welcome back to WA UK. Today you join me in the corner of my garden. Just my little man trap here. I store all my wood basically for camp trips and stuff. So behind these two pallets there's a load of firewood. Right, you've seen the title of the video, so you probably know what it's doing basically. Let me give you a summary and why I'm making the video. So last night I was laid in bed and I was watching this American fella make Fatwood, and I thought, well, yeah, it's all fair and well making it, but does it work? Is it comparable to normal Fatwood? So today I'm going to show the procedure, basically what he used. And I'm going to try and make some Fatwood, then I'm going to compare it against Fatwood when it's dried later tonight or maybe tomorrow. So yeah, what's Fatwood? Fatwood is basically usually limbs of a pine tree that have snapped, and the tree end rushes the sap to the broken limb to basically repair it, filling it full of resin. Now you can usually tell if it's Fatwood. Once it's really dry, it has like dark streaks running through it. You can see that one there, and you can see just some ridges, hopefully, just running through the wood, just going across there. These two bits I've had for a while. I'll roll in a quick clip of me just lighting it just before. So how am I going to do this? Right, I've been down the pound shop today and I've bought some things I needed. Some dinner candles, they were about £1. I bought 2 big candles. I've totally gone overboard. I spent about £6.5, £7, so I've not broken the bank. But yeah, I've gone over the top. I've also brought some tea lights because the gentleman in the video was using tea lights. So I bought 2 bags of them. They were 69p each. You can see the price on the front there. And my brother, who's a chef, tells me this is a terrine tin. No idea what it is. I'm not a chef. It looks like a bread baking tin to me. I think it was about £1.30 or something, local pound shop. Which kind of defies it being a pound shop really, but hey ho, £1.30. Just in the corner of the picture, just here, you can see my little fishing stove. Not that I fish, but it was gifted me, so I do make use of it. Used it at Prepper's Meat recently, and I'll be using it today. Basically, I'm going to heat this tin, put some candles in it, well, melt the wax, and then put various bits of wood I've got in, because I didn't want to kind of limit it to one piece of wood and fail. So I've got various bits of wood. Mate of mine, Chris will probably be watching this. He was giving me grief on the live stream I just recently did, but Chris is a joiner. This is from a stairs he built, so they're the spindles of basically a banister spindles, I suppose that they're called. Correct me below, Chris, tell me what they're bloody called, I ain't got a clue. But I've cut them down to manageable bits. They're going to fit in the tin like that, submerge them, half submerge them in the wax and keep turning them over until apparently they stop frothing or bubbling. As well as the spindles, I've got some other wood. I've got some pallet wood, because obviously not everybody's got access to spindles. So I've got some pallet wood. You'll find pallets on the side of the road. If you go to your local big warehouses, they'll probably let you have pallets. But I've got a bit of pallet wood. I'm going to split that down into more manageable pieces, submerge that and see if that'll take it. And I've got some, I think it's 2x1, I'm not sure what it is. It's just some bits of wood I had lying in the store. So I'm going to cut that exactly in half, so I've got 2 little square bits, and I'm going to submerge that in the wax and hopefully it'll take it. Anyway, now I'm going to light the stove, start melting the wax while I split up these bits of wood and get prepared. So guys, all I'm doing here, just so you can see, is I'm popping the tea light out of the silver cup, throwing the cup to one side, pushing the wick through, popping it in the tray. And I've done that so far with all of them, and I'm going to continue to do it until it's sort of half full. I'll just use a full packet. So there you go, showing you again, just pull the wick out the bottom, pop that in there. One more just so you can see. So that's the tea light. Grab it by the wick, pull it out, throw that to the side, push the wick through, pops it out the bottom, goes in there. I'm going to continue to do that till it's full. And I'll quickly light this. Then I'll whack it down low. I can see them already starting melting. That might smoke a little bit to start off with. I don't think that tin's meant to be used out like that. While it's doing that, I'll just quickly tidy up my mess. I think I'm going to chuck in just a couple of table candles as well, just for a bit extra. Once they've melted, I'll just drag the wicks out with a screwdriver or a pair of pliers. And I will move you over and show you what I'm doing. Oh, you can see my shadow just there. Look, there's my hand. Okay, guys. Wessex blades, Danelaw, obviously. It's the only tool that I use now. And it splits like an absolute champ. That one's actually got a knot in it, so it's not split true. I'll try and give it another split even. Oh, and there goes my mallet. I'll pick that up. Just the table candles to go now, guys, just next to you there. I'm thinking I've got way too much for what I'm doing here. And this may be a little long, this piece, so I'll just do one sliver off here and see if I can fit it in. If not, this bit won't be going in. There you go, that bit can go on the pile there. Right, I'm just going to spin you around again on the camera and drag those wicks out dead quick, and then we can start with the creation. There you go, I hope you can see this. I'm trying to do it mostly in one take, so you can see there's no tomfoolery or trickery going on. That's one wick, I'll just pop that there. The other one still has a little bit of candle wax attached to it. Again, great doing this at home because I've got all these tools at my disposal. Right, so I'm going to start off with a little, I think it was a 2x1 we said, didn't we? We're just going to pop them in, and apparently it's going to froth for a while, and you'll see it getting heavier and heavier and submerging itself. Oh, those last bits. That last bit I cut might be a bit long. I'll just try and shave a little bit off with the Danelaw while that's doing that and you're watching. Yeah, no dramas. Danelaw just chomped through that, no problem at all. Now it'll fit. Now, those bubbles, I'm led to believe, although it's dry wood, it's the moisture in the wood leaving. So although it is dry wood and it's seasoned, because it's been in my wood store forever, it's still ever so slightly moist. So all them tiny bubbles are the moisture apparently leaving, and when they slow down and you can't see them anymore, or when they're really slow, that's it almost ready, impregnated to the max as it were. But yeah, I'm just going to keep flipping them for a while. Turn this down just a little bit more. I don't want it to blow out in the wood, so it still has got a bit of heat on there. And we'll keep it going and we'll see what happens. Let's try and force in another bit. One of the bigger spindly bits. See if we can get that down the side. Whoa! That splashed up on my finger. Wasn't too hot. Obviously be very careful when you're doing this. You don't want it too full of wax that it's going to go over and set alight. So yeah, as you can see there, it's just about a quarter off the top. So yeah, just safety first always, guys. Guys, I think I'm going to turn the camera off and just continue doing this and watching it, because this must be like watching paint dry for you lot. So yeah, let me pause the footage just there, and then I will bring you back when the bubbles slow down so you guys know what to look for. So I've quickly brought you back. I think I'm going to take out the first two bits, which are the top bit and that bit there. Take them out. Bubbles have slowed down, it's not frothing half as bad as it was. Get them out, and then I've got these bits just here to go in. And I'll continue to do this for the next few hours. It's been in about 25 minutes now. So I've just quickly brought you back just to show you something that's happened. This has been on for now probably 2, maybe 3 hours. I've got the last 2 bits of wood in there. Let me just zoom in and show you that. As you'll notice, the wax has actually turned quite dark. So it's actually starting to stain the wood now. So whereas the wood was light before, it's now going a bit dark. So there you go. The last 3 pieces, just 1, 2, 3, are very dark, and the rest of them are actually really light. But they've been in for about the same amount of time. It's just with the wax burning, basically. So I have got another video running in conjunction with this video. Basically I'm making some cotton wool balls and we're going to try another experiment. So yeah, if you want to see that video, if you're interested in that video, there'll be a link top right hand side of your screen. Bring the link down and you'll be able to click on the video and watch that. Good hour later, you've just caught me bagging everything up and packing everything away. To the sides, just over there behind me, I've got everything set to the side for the experiments to start, which I will be doing any second. It does look like it's going to rain, so I'm going to have to hurry up. But yeah, basically just wrote a little label on there. Wax and PJ, petroleum jelly, and today's date. And yeah, I'm just literally bagging them all up for safe storage in little zip tie bags. And here's somebody coming to visit. Oh, where'd I go? Putting approximately 9 in each one, just because that's the way it worked out, basically. So that's that one done. Squeeze as much air out as I can. And tie it up. And just in case you're wondering why I'm placing them on the hop up like this, it's just so I can take a photo for the old Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you click into my banner, go to my home screen on the YouTubes, click on the banner and just click on my Instagram. I'll take you straight down and you can just follow me. Nice and simple. But yeah, last 10 to go in or so. Well, this one's actually 11, but hey ho. But yeah, to the side behind me, I've got the stuff put there for both experiments. So just in case you missed it before, I've got 2 videos running back to back at the moment. I've got homemade Fatwood and homemade firelighters. Yeah, and I'm going to be comparing them against the factory made and the natural. So yes guys, I will fetch you back in a second. And it'll literally be a second for you, but it'll probably be about 10-15 minutes for me, for the first of the experiments. Right, I've got 2 cameras running now. One so you can see exactly what I'm doing over there, and one so you can see my hands down here and you can see what's going on here. Right, first off, you're going to have to get your own stopwatches out, because I haven't actually got a stopwatch. I've got a fresh bit of Fatwood out, and that's the Fatwood we made. And just for measure, I brought another little bit of the stuff we made. Obviously the Danelaw again, if I hold it like that you'll be able to see it. This is an addition I've put on it. So what we'll do is we will find a good bit, he says, which is down here. Hopefully the wind's not going to blow it off my bit of tin, otherwise it could be quite a disastrous experiment. But this is the natural Fatwood, made by nature. Give it a scrape with the sharp spine of your knife. Oh wow, that smell. Let's try and get a goodish pile. Obviously this is non-scientific. The piles are going to be completely different sizes, etc, etc. I'm not going to get scales out and start measuring the piles. Okay, so that's our pile of Fatwood. And what we'll do, just for experiment purposes, is we'll put a little bit on there as well. Okay, ferro rod made by Mr. Scooty. And it took straight away, no messing about. As you can see, burning, no problem at all. It should keep going a while because I put that quite big chunk on. Okay, that's gone out now. Kind of gone out. I just brushed a bit of a flame off on the floor. Right, let's try the little piece. Right off the bat, it's much harder to scrape and get some decent curls. So that's right off the bat, I've noticed that. That could be because it's such a small bit and I'm not getting the throw. Sun's just come out and lit me up like the 4th of July. Try and get that into some manageable pile. There you go. And again, I will do a couple of little chunks just to see if that takes. Just to try. Whoa, come on, wind. Just to try and make it as fair as possible. It's all on my knife. So I'll pop that to the side. And give it a couple of sparks and see if it lights. There you go. Hoping one of you's got a stopwatch and you're going to put in the comments below how long each pile burns for. Well, to be fair, the wind blew that out. As I say, it's quite a blustery day today and I've not really got shelter in my back garden. Right, final experiment, we'll try it with this bit here. Should be able to get a good throw and get some good shavings off with this one. Oh, it's shredding it. Oh, now this is going to be interesting, eh? Right, as before, let's get a few bigger shavings. Whoa. And see what happens. Oh, it took straight away. The spark actually caught one of those big bits straight away and it set off. Wow, that one's a lot better. I can feel the heat coming off that. So is it comparable, guys? I mean, you decide. It does take a spark, it does burn. I don't think it burns as long as the natural Fatwood, but yeah, it does work. Yeah, you decide. I think it's a great substitute if you can't get hold of any Fatwood. But yeah, I'll leave this video there, and I will see you next time, guys.